The big game is finally here. Super Bowl Sunday, just a little while away. Gabe Morency, Greg Sussman here with you to go over a few more props. And, of course, the most important thing of the weekend, the most important bet, the most important decision you'll have all weekend long. That's who to bet on in Super Bowl 53. But we'll make you wait on that one. First touchdown of the game is going to be scored by who, Gabe?
It's going to be scored by Mr. Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, a topic of much discussion over the last 2 weeks or so heading into the Super Bowl. I believe that Todd Gurley is actually going to have a major impact on this football game. And all you need to know is you need to learn how to read between the lines. Earlier in the week, Todd Gurley was in the 16-1 range to win the most valuable player of Super Bowl 53. Now he's dipped down to about plus 800 or so. You know what? Earlier in the week, Greg, Todd Gurley was about plus 700 to score the first touchdown of the game. Right now, he's about plus 700 to score the first touchdown of the game. You see where I'm going here? It seems to me behind the scenes, the odds makers and a lot of sharps are starting to buy in that Todd Gurley really is going to be Todd Gurley in this game, and I am one of them. I think Todd Gurley has an impact on this football game. I think Todd Gurley is in the running for MVP, but we've lost the value already now that it's dipped like the temperatures on the East Coast down to 8-1. But I tell you what, Todd Gurley scores the first touchdown of this game.
The question coming in is the health of Gurley. The betting markets, well, they always know, right, Gabe? And if they know, they're telling you something, and that means they expect Gurley to be healthy.
It's a stock. It's like a stock we're buying low. And the fact is, Todd Gurley is one of the premier backs and players in the National Football League. We're getting this guy at plus 700 to score the game's first touchdown. And I'll tell you what, they're going to want to test Gurley early. We saw Gurley punch one in against the Saints. So expect early, if the Rams are able to move the ball down the field early, they're going to want to find out right away. What's Todd going to bring to the table? Don't forget, where did he play? Georgia Bulldogs, a homecoming. Todd Gurley's going to have a big Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm with Gabe. I'm rooting for Gurley. I think he gets the first touchdown as well. My favorite prop on the board, I'm happy Gabe loves it too, is will there be a successful two-point conversion? Listen, guys, when you get those boxes, and you get 7-4, you get 4-0, and you get 7-0, 7-3, you celebrate now, but you're not going to be celebrating on Sunday. There's always a two-point conversion, Gabe.
Especially when you have two diabolical geniuses like Bill Belichick and Sean McVay. You know at some point, Greg, that there is going to be a time when they're going to be going for two. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk, and FanDuel has this option. And, guys, as soon as you stop watching this video, you better get on your computer or get on your mobile device.
Move to Jersey.
And, get to Jersey because it's going to take you hours to go through all the props, man. But a lot of people are talking about the prop. Well, will there be a two-point conversion attempt? It's only minus 110, and then, come on, man. I guess you're the type of guy that goes to Dairy Queen and gets a vanilla cone. Let's put some sprinkles on this thing. Let's Sunday this thing up. It's the Super Bowl. You think we're betting the Super Bowl to bet on, there's going to be an attempt? No, there's going to be an attempt, and the attempt is going to be successful. Plus 275, cash it.
These teams don't just go for two. They convert two-point conversions. You're playing to win the game. Herm Edwards said that. He never won a Super Bowl.
Hello.
Probably never won a Super Bowl prop either. You are going to when you bet yes on converting a Super Bowl conversion. Up next game is continue our prop bets here. The largest lead of the game. Do you think it's going to be, over 14.5, under 14.5? Will this one stay close? What do you think?
Well, this number's been moving around a little bit. I saw it at 16.5, but generally 14.5 is going to be the consensus number here for the largest lead of the game. It's a dangerous one. There's another prop that I used to fall for in which will any team score three consecutive times in a row? And I think, it'll be a close game, and no, that won't happen. And it always happens, inevitably. These games are roller coasters. What do we see, man? The Saints were out to a 13-0 lead on the Rams. Well, here the Rams are playing in Super Bowl Sunday here. But with that being stated, we go back to the last 15 Super Bowls. You would have won your bet 11 times playing this prop. 11 times that it has stayed within the realm of 14.5 points. I think we have a closer football game here. I think there'll be trading points. I think it's going to be a little slower starting like most Patriots Super Bowls are, and then it'll start to pick up as the game goes on. But no, I'm going to bet, Greg, that the largest lead stays under 14.5 in this game.
Let's hope that two-point conversion comes later on. So if it's 14, you're still good.
Or you're right, and you can't win them all sometimes, but we're going to try. Or even better, if it happens at least, and somehow it gets to 15 and it's a 2, hey, we just cash plus 275.
There we go. We'll take that. We prefer that one anyway.
I've always been a glass half full type of guy, as everyone knows.
Gabe, always a half full kind of guy. So we'll kind of split the difference here. Up next, Tom Brady, the guy that's been to 9 Super Bowls as of this Sunday. He's not one that succumbs to pressure, but the first pass of the game will be caught incomplete. What do you think, Gabe?
Well, I'll tell you what. This is pretty much as degenerate as you get after unless you're going to be betting on the coin toss. And for the record, if you are betting on a coin toss, 52 Super Bowls, 27 times it's come up. Tails, 25 heads. You want to be the smartest guy at your Super Bowl party. Tell people that. It's factual. It's true. It's always very streaky as well, but that's besides the point. But this is like betting, will there be a run in the first inning, except this is even more, I don't know the best way of putting it, but it's pretty much the, let's call it the Artie Lang special in the sense that this is like when you got to have it, and you got to have it now. Yeah, it's the Basalt Super Bowl pick. If you can tell someone, man, you're a loser. You bet on a coin toss? No. I'm betting on whether Tom Brady's first pass is going to be complete or incomplete. But Tom Brady's been in 8 Super Bowls before, all right? He's 4 for 8. 4 completions, 4 incompletions. I'm getting plus 160, plus 170 at this number. As well, the Patriots with Tom Brady, they're not like Jared Goff's first pass. Wouldn't surprise me if it was a little swing pass to Todd Gurley. It's a little different when you got Tom Brady. And you've seen Tom Brady often goes deep with the first play of the game. They'll get aggressive. They'll try to attack. It's the Super Bowl. I don't see just a boring ho-hum play up the middle to Sonny Michel to start this football game. Plus 160, I'll take a chance here that it's either incomplete or intercepted.
Gabe's right. Tom Brady isn't Jared Goff, who they're going to make sure is comfortable. They're going to go deep. And if they do, there's a pretty good chance it's not complete. The fact that he's only 4 for 8 in his 8 Super Bowls and you're getting this number at plus 160, plus 170, why not? It's simply worth it. Forget the coin toss. Forget Gladys Knight. Forget whatever Adam Levine's wearing.
This is plus money, exactly.
This is
plus the coin toss is plus money. And we know as well, Greg, 8 Super Bowls for the Patriots, combined 3 points in the first quarter.
That's right.
They're slow starters. And I don't care who you are. It's the freaking Super Bowl. If Tom Brady didn't have butterflies before the Super Bowl, he wouldn't be Tom Brady. That's what makes him. They're going to be jittery. Teams are always jittery to start these type of games. And like we said, I can see Jared Goff with sort of a safer type of dump-off, quick hit to Woods. Like the Patriots as well, they set things up. Like Brady's not going to go to Edelman on the first play of the game, Greg. Like, all right, we're going to go to that sure play that we need on 3rd and 11, right out of the gate over the middle. No, they're going to get a little cute. They're going to think no one expects us to go deep to Cordarrelle Patterson on the first play of the game. Ding, right? That's what they're diabolical. That's what they do. I'm taking a chance at plus 160. Plus, I got some good DBs. They can knock the ball down as well.
Absolutely. A lot of different possibilities that could happen. You're getting plus money. Why not? All right, let's get to the total for this game, Gabe. The over-under sits at 56.5. I know you never want to bet the under. It's just not fun. Are you going to do it?
No, I can't do it. And it's interesting. I've been talked out. I've almost been talked out of betting the over this football game. If you guys recall, when I talked about the Rams and the Saints, it feels like it was like a month ago, but a couple of weeks ago, in the conference championship game, I said I like the over this game, but I sort of think it's going to be right around it or maybe just a little under the number, and that's why I think a 7-point teaser would come into play here. Now, Tony Romo, who's, I guess this guy's Kreskin, right? He's saying 28-24. And he didn't say who's going to win the game, but he said it's going to be a 28-24 game. We had the opportunity to speak to a lot of NFLers, current NFL players throughout the week, Hall of Famers, Super Bowl champions. There's been a common theme, Greg. They expect a smash-mouth, lower-scoring football game. But with all due respect, I'll tell the Hall of Famers and NFL players to stick to playing football. I'm like Laura Ingraham. Shut up and dribble. Let me do the handicapping. And I tell you what, if I lived off of what players told me and who they think they're going to win, I'd be poorer than I already am. All right? But no. We're not going this route. There's going to be points in this game. There's going to be points. This is the year of the offense. Oh, it's going to run. They're going to go under the number. We have the second-ranked offense and the fourth-ranked offense in the National Football League. All right? Neither team wants to play a 17-14 game. This isn't going to be a 17-14 game. It might start off a little slow. It's going to open up. Now, we're not looking at a track meet here. I mean, last year, there was 74 points. I don't think we're getting to 74. I think we're getting into the high 50s, low 60s. 28, 27. I think the number's a sharp one, guys. I really do, but I think it creeps over the number. I'm going to, 31-28, 31-27. I'm sort of landing in the 31-27 range right now for this football game. But I got to go over the number. For the record, look, 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls have gone over the number, guys. We're in a year of offense. We talked about it with all our props earlier. Tom Brady threw for like 505 yards last year in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl before against the Falcons, he threw for like 434 yards. All right, Nick Foles threw for like 400-plus yards. We're in an offensive age right now. I believe you're going to have to score 30 points to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to go over the number, Greg.
By the way, Gabe's score 31-27. He's just putting enough on there so it goes over the number.
Just gets there.
Just gets there. That's why it's the prediction.
Well, listen, they opened this thing up at 59. The odds makers opened up at 59. They also made the Rams 1-point favorites. That means the odds makers thought the Rams were 1 point better. But I'll tell you what, all you Tom Brady fanboys out there, ooh, Tom Brady, me and the Patriots, y'all ran, the greatest, the GOAT. You guys move the number. But I'll tell you what, the sharp guys bet that total down. It was the highest Super Bowl opening ever at 59. It got sharply bet down to 56.5. I don't know where it's going to go. I'd be lying if I told you if it's going to hit 56. I don't think so because they like this hook right now. But I'll tell you what, Greg, you're allowed to buy half points. So with the 56.5, I would suggest that you buy the half a point. You beat it down. You can do it at FanDuel. It's called the alternate line. So basically, instead of you don't want 56.5, they'll say, all right, we'll give you 55.5 for minus 128 or what have you. So I would suggest buying that half point, but I think it just creeps over the number.
Gabe says over because who wants to bet the under? All right, here we go. Main event time. Rams, Patriots, Super Bowl Sunday. As you just mentioned, Gabe, Patriots opened actually as a 1-point underdog. By the time you went to bed and woke up on Monday morning, they were 2-point
No, we didn't have to wait. I'm telling you, it took about 10 minutes, Greg.
About 10 minutes later. Yeah. About 10 minutes later, the line changed all the way up.
The line changed quicker than the Knicks traded Porzingis after the news broke.
Gabe, who do you like, man?
All right, this is interesting, and you guys aren't going to believe this. Actually, you probably are going to believe this. Pretty crazy, and I thought about this. The Patriots are now in their 11th Super Bowl in franchise history. I have bet against them 11 times.
How's that going for you?
And you got to understand. I didn't always dislike them like I like now, but I thought back. Because, yeah, you know what? When I was 16 years old, I was betting then, recreational purposes only. I was betting. I played my first parlay card when I was 12. So I was a veteran by the time, we got to that Super Bowl. I was all over the Bears, man. I was one of the best teams ever. The next Super Bowl that they were in, if you remember, Drew Bledsoe, Bill Parcells, and they had those god-awful, uniforms and stuff. And the Packers beat them by 14, Desmond Howard. That game was a push, all right? That game was a push. Then we get into the Brady era, in which I had the Rams laying 14. I lost. Next Super Bowl, I had the Carolina Panthers. Plus the points. They actually covered. Long story short, we're not going to go through all 11 Super Bowls, but you know what, Greg? I'm 6-3-1 against the point spread.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
Well, let's look at Tom Brady. What's Tom Brady against the point spread in the last 6 Super Bowls?
You gonna tell me?
Yeah, it's basically 1-5.
Oh.
Well, I should say as a favorite, 1-5.
Okay.
You look back, he covered as a 14-point underdog. They don't cover. Every Patriots Super Bowl has been a 3-point game, except when they lost by 8 points.
Yep.
Everyone, it's one of these deals, and it's actually freaking annoying, all right? And it's really annoying. Nobody believes in us. We're the doubters. Nobody believes in you. 82%. 82% of the betting public are on you. What do you mean, nobody? You guys upset because 99% of the world's not on you? Well, I tell you what, I am part of the 18%, and I'm standing up. It's over. We've had enough. I'm part of the silent majority, the 18%. The LA Rams are going to win this football game. Todd Gurley's going to have a big impact. Aaron Donald's going to have an impact. It's going to be a close back-and-forth game. It's going to be a tight affair. But the young gun, Sean McVay, is going to get it done. And the LA Rams are going to win this football game 31-27 when it's all said and done in a very, very entertaining, thrilling football game. The Patriots are going to fall short. To me, the difference is actually going to be the speed of the Rams, the playmaking ability of the Rams, the resurgence of Todd Gurley. They've gotten here without Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley is going to get it done. And the fact is, Phillip Rivers is a choker, okay? Phillip Rivers is 0-7 in his life against Tom Brady. Andy Reid, we know all about Andy Reid. They're not playing the Chargers. You ain't playing the Chiefs. You're on a neutral field right now. Sean McVay and Jared Goff are 15-3 on the road in their careers, okay, sit together. It's like a road game. They're going to be very comfortable. It's going to be a close game. But you look at that defense with the Rams, they're going to be able to contain the playmakers of the New England Patriots. Give me the Rams to win the Super Bowl.
Don't be a Patriot. Be a part of the 18%. It's much more fun.
The revolution.
It's a revolution indeed. There you have it. That's the FanDuel Hurry Up. Have fun on Sunday. Good luck to you. Bet smart. Bet wisely. Win some money. And you will if you listen to Gabe Morency. For Gabe, I'm Greg. We'll see you next week.